Restoration is brought to you by
Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Yas extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got Yas protection.
Nido Fortigro contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
We're back again on Restoration with Stacey, and trust me, it's going to be a day of another interesting conversation. But before we start our conversation, I want to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, Hisense, Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, GTP, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Jim Ray Estates, and Adonko Original Hand Sanitizer. Now that I've said thank yous, let's go have a word from them.
Nido Fortigro contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ghana Bob, yet damwase. Corona yare ibaye. Abaya shishaye bebre. Ensi oto, enso for more day. Hisense june mo wonti. Ye nyama ne bono. Ya ye shishaye suru kukwa wa won dia mam. Nemo mesreo. Corona yare nti. Ye de Bible shishaye bebre gu akwam esame ne omi enu ye di nti. Nti se wo beto ade a wadaroma aye nya wotre. Ye nkoso a na ye ndi a Bible shishaye a abande gu akwam ama ye nyina na so. Never boy Madam Hisense nie. Kunim dada. Say Hisense dear. Everyday prices for everyday people.
GTP, timeless.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yas comfort, I got Yas confidence, I got Yas.
The new Yas extra long sanitary pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi, is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got Yas confidence, I got
Yes.
We got Yas protection, I got
Yas extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got Yas protection.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winning on who are the jet to Semia and Pimpino. You to me 5 gems if in Kitadia, you need your Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, who bet to me about home by use Adonko hand sanitizer, debia, any brebia. Every say you to me 5 gems if in Yama Yasa isom. Adonko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free gems, bacteria, you need in home. Adonko hand sanitizer, sure or dog. Never home by
FD Ashwisha said Jadian Kratoimu Adia Tum say Underarms. You don't usually think about them. You protect them from sweat and odor. But that's not enough. What they need is something that takes care of them. So they feel good whatever you put them through. Introducing Dove Antiperspirant. It goes beyond 48-hour protection, giving you long-lasting dryness and soft, smooth underarms. Dove Antiperspirant cares for your underarm skin like never before.
Nido Fortigro contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Africa.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Nido Fortigro contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready
because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
A big thank you to my glam squad, Divine Cassie for my makeup, to GH Beauty Artistry for the makeup of my guest, to Ophelia of ABS Collection for my outfit, Inshilo for my hair, and Style by Yemi for my hairstyling. Well, today's episode is very, very interesting. We all know that before you get to the top, there is a journey that you take. Sometimes it is not smooth. Other times, if favor comes your way, it is very, very smooth. My guest today is going to share a story about how his journey has been. He is actually the lover of so many girls, some that he's met, most that he's not. My guest today is Kitty, Girls Them Sugar.
Intro it. After this, you have to come out like wrestling.
You see, like, you come with some lights and confetti. You see that
stuff.
thing.
Yeah.
But how you doing, darling?
God's grace, man. I've been good.
I can tell you've been good. You've been chilling.
Yeah.
So, Kitty, let's just get straight to it.
Okay.
We just saw you on a reality show.
Yeah.
And before we could say Jack Boom, you became the girl's sugar. You said it yourself, I didn't say it.
Yes, I'm graduated and I'm no more the girl of sugar.
You be
Sugar Daddy.
Sugar Daddy.
Now levels don't change.
Levels don't change. But let's get to your life before the reality show. How was growing up like? Who is Kitty before fame? Or who was Kitty before fame?
So I don't even know where to start because like there's so many parts of, my growing up. But before MTN Hitmaker, I was in uni then. Nami music be like basically everywhere there's music. Even way back in junior high school, me mic be say speaker see her, na see a born me entertainment. I'm there. Like I'm trying to show myself that I can sing. Send me woo the ladies, those kind of things. I've been doing that since junior high school. So before that, I was in Legon and, after lecture, sometimes I didn't even used to go to lectures. Sorry, but
that's the truth.
It was the truth. I didn't used to go to lectures because I'd be so tired from, going to perform. Osu used to be like my second home because I was always performing in Osu somewhere. It could be, there's this place called Pinocchio.
Yeah,
there's the ice cream shop, and then there's a pizza shop behind it. Thursdays from 7 to 11 p.m. That's me and my boys with our guitars. When people are doing lovey, buying ice cream, doing then we'll be the ones playing the guitar and singing in the back. And yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed every bit of it. The mall, I think there was a mall on the Oxford Street. We used to go up there and set up our guitars and play. Like, we just enjoyed playing music. And I used to do that all the time. I felt like all that process was very necessary because you don't just get up and boom, you got into the top. You need to pay your dues. You need to build yourself up character-wise as a person. Like, you need to build yourself to get to where you were. So I used to do all of these things before MTN Hitmaker came in. And then, yeah, God was good. So I didn't just come from nowhere, like more people say, like an overnight success. It wasn't overnight. There was a lot of building underground. People just got to see the final work and the product. Work. Yeah.
But from most of your videos that you post, I can tell you're a mommy's boy.
Oh, yeah. My mother did from way back. I think she's a superhero. And every time I get a chance, I'll say it here. Nobody's mom. Sorry, everybody's mom watching, but my mom makes the best goat stew in the world. See, listen, everybody who was eating my mom's goat stew, they can attest to it, that she makes I don't care about your mom's goat stew. My mom's goat stew is the best. And she's a superhero. I look up to her a lot. She's raised me well. And I just want to make her happy, make her proud. Everything I do in life is to make her happy, my whole family happy. So.
Most mothers go through a lot to make sure their children come out fine. What are some of the struggles your mom has been through for you?
So, me and my mom, I always say this, we used to move around a lot. We used to, tomorrow we're here, tomorrow we're there. We never really had a constant home. You know, I've lived in Teshi, I've lived in Ngwa, I've lived in Tema, I've lived in Wager, I've lived in Spintex. I've lived everywhere because, you know, it was a struggle growing up. A lot of people, when I say this, they say, you there, DB. Trust me. Brandon.
I don't even say their friend. That be with hard
labor. Charlie, we've gone through. Don't let my light skinness fool you, because it used to be a struggle. I remember at some point when we used to live in North Kanishi, it was. I usually don't like speaking about these things because God has been good in our lives, but we used to have times where we have like Bankum, present more anyway. So we have like limited. I have to go to school the next day. It can't be in Kuna. We end boom, so that it can last us like the whole week. You know, we eat it in bits, like portions, basically. And we don't. Sometimes we spend the money. We don't know where the next money is coming from because like it's hard. But God has been good. I say this is the glory of God. He's really shown His glory in my life, my mom's life, my family's life. So I'm happy.
I like the part where you said God has been good, but you don't mostly like to talk about these. But sometimes, on sharing some of these things, it gives people hope that no matter what you're going through, the light can shine someday.
I used to like to say these things to inspire people, but I did an interview like years ago where I was saying all these things. Then on social media, I was disheartened because I was reading comments and people were saying he's lying. It's not by force to form story. And I got really hurt because if you've gone through something and you come out to share it and people feel like it's a lie, it's like, okay, I mean, I'll keep it to myself.
That was like people spitting on your truth.
Yeah, it was
but
like,
that is your truth and they cannot take it away from you.
Yeah.
With the struggles of every mother, they want to see their children successful because I'm sure most of the things she went through was to make sure that you and the rest of your siblings would become great in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
As at the time you were pursuing music, for most mothers who have gone through the struggle, they'll go like, hey, now when did she support your music decision?
So when it started, I started when I was like 11, 12. And I remember the first time she came to church. She didn't used to go, we used to go to the same church. But she heard I was singing, I was ministering in church that particular Sunday. So she came to my church and it was a blessing because I think maybe she had heard that, oh, Nana Tonyo, but she hadn't really seen it, so she didn't know how good or bad I was. So she came to the church, she saw it, she was so pleased. And I mean, in the beginning, it was a hobby. It wasn't when I was 12, I was a kid, I didn't know what was up. So she used to support it wholeheartedly, like, hey, you know, that kind of thing was nice. But in high school, I got distracted a bit. Because now, when I got into high school, moved from just music to music and sports. I used to do both. I was good at both. Run 400 meters for Accra Academy and still be in the studio.
With these long legs, why don't you make a
I didn't have a choice. So she started having the conversation that, you're getting distracted because your grades are not so good lately. I know how good you are and sports is distracting music. So, you know what? Pick one or wait, finish, and then I was like, no, these things, you need to start from high school because there's no time waiting for you ahead. So if it's talent, you need to start in high school, you need to build yourself. It's like, She didn't say anything because, I mean, she still believed in me. But now, towards uni, I even remember during Hitmaker, the first week live shows, everybody's families were there. Like, when they mentioned, hey, contestant number one family, then who? The whole auditorium. Hey, Abena, hey, then Kiddy, then nobody was there because they still didn't realize how much I wanted to do this. I think the second and third week, she realized that, hey, this is actually serious. So she started coming like every week.
That first week, how did you feel?
I felt a certain type of way. Like I said, every contestant family and friends were there.
Unspeakable.
And it was even the MC of the one was like, oh, because when they mentioned this, hey, when they mentioned this, hey, when they mentioned this, hey, and then when they mentioned Kiddy, it was just two of my uni friends in the back. And then she looked at me like, why would you need family? I felt a certain type of way, but, you know, it's all parts of it. But she later, the next week, she realized that, oh, this is actually serious. So she started coming. And even that, she was supportive like every week, voting, telling her friends to vote. And then I do not blame anybody because I think it comes from a place of concern. Towards my final year, I think when I was doing my service, it became a serious issue. Because now she was like, okay, Yasha wako SS, wako uni. It's your cons, it's your first studies. Like, ooh, yeah, I am Bema. Life is getting serious. Are you sure this is really what you want to do? Think within yourself, is this going to put food on the table for you and your family? Like, we started having the conversation, you know.
A very subtle way of telling you.
Yeah. But I was like, you know what? You might definitely have an idea. You know, most mothers, parents in general, have an idea of what they want their kids to do. You're a doctor, and I'm a doctor, and I'm a lawyer, and I'm a most parents, they like professions that come with integrity, prestige. But I knew my parents, my family had that kind of thing for me, but that wasn't for me. No offense to anybody, but everybody's different. Everybody has their own path. And during my national service, and when I was doing my 9 to 5, it was a time that made me realize that, for real, this is not what I want to do with my life. No offense again to 9 to 5ers, but like I said, we're all different.
What really happened?
I was doing 9 to 5, and I realized it wasn't for me. It was depressing. Mess around up, and I got to my office. Hey, photocopy, it wasn't me. I can't do that where I'm in an office sitting in an AC shirt, tie, suit. No, it's not me. It's not me.
True.
I wasn't feeling comfortable. We're always having problems. Like, maybe late and because like I was itching, you know, I was itching to go to the studio and make music. And we had a conversation. We became so serious because now the whole family got involved. Like, it sat me. There was like a whole family meeting. Everybody was concerned for me. Like, oh, Nana, who knew? Oh, listen, I can give you guys 2 options. I can go cut my hair down, Sakura, wear suit and tie, and sit in an office, and you guys will be happy and brag that, oh, and I'll never be happy and I'll be depressed for the rest of my life. Or you can support me and let me do the music. And God, I know this is what God brought me here to do. So support me, let me do it. When I'm successful, you can still brag. Winning Grammy, it's all the same. Exactly. So
but
I had
different ways of styles.
Different ways of making your parents proud. So we had like that honest conversation. I told them, and they gave me their blessing, and they've been supportive ever since, because I made them understand that this is my path. Yeah.
Oh. So with Hitsmakers, were you sure you were going to win?
Oh, no. Hey, I wasn't, because I was very intimidated. Like I said, even the first week, what happened on that stage, it broke me, like it broke my spirit. So, listen, and we're in the same house, and Charlie, I usually wake up at 6, but at 4, we'll be a sorry rehearsal, rapper B, rapid bass, singer B, bug guitar, yeah. So I was like, hey, Charlie, people are here, and I don't joke. And there are people that were way older than me. And you know, for such people, it's do or die for them.
Yeah.
They've probably gone around, tried everything, and they feel like this is their last stop. So to them, Sebi, I'm gonna work with Drews because like this is do or die. So it was very intimidating. There was no point where I felt like, this one day maybe we need, because there were amazing talents, rappers, singers, everybody brought their A game. But in the end, my story was quite special because I was the guy that week 1 had nobody in the auditorium supporting. I mean, not nobody, but like few people supporting me. And then the finals, I had like half or almost the whole auditorium singing my name. So the story was like...
What was your it factor? What turned things around?
I think it had to do with me getting out of my shell, because when I got there, I still am. I've always been the shy guy. Even when I perform, you can tell that Ferret. Oh, I'm Paul. Oh, I'm fair off. I felt like I had to eventually decide that, you know what?
It's either you're in or you're out.
Yeah, I cannot come and do Metunio Rice and Ferry B there be. You need to come guns blazing every week because be embarrassed with the girl. So I think that breaking out of my shelf, the vocal, the whole package, I think it wowed the crowd, it wowed the judges, wowed the viewers at home. And up to now, I'm still grateful because that was the beginning of everything.
Of your journey.
Yeah.
On that stage, that final night, when they had to announce the winner? What were the thoughts going through your mind?
See, I remember my mom came backstage to come speak to me before the show started. And I think an hour before the show started, when the show started, during the show, I went blank. Because the auditorium was so full. I'd never performed to such a crowd in my life. The auditorium was full upstairs, everywhere, outside, people with kunka chanting. I was like, hey, Danny. On social media, it was, hey. I was like, Jesus. Hey, what is this? Hey, serious, I was blank.
The personal.
I feel like my performance, I didn't kill the performance because I was like, this was the first time. Everything was new to me, having like, And I remember when it was left with the final two they're about to mention, I could have gotten a panic attack and fainted on the stage because I was breathing so hard. Like, I was like, is it that deep? Like, but I mean, I remember I saw people in the crowd whispering to me, breathe, breathe.
Oh, breathe. It was that serious?
It was that serious. I could make my chat.
When they eventually mentioned your name,
Listen,
what happened?
It didn't even dawn on me until I woke up the next morning.
You're kidding?
The whole night, I was still. I remember when the show was done and I was on my way going back to campus. We even had an accident.
You're kidding?
Yeah, me and my friends had an accident. I was like, hey, is there a winner with Mukumi? We had an accident, but everybody was fine. And I got to my room. As my roommate there, he didn't come any of the shows. He didn't care. I got there, like, did you win? I was like, yes. I went back to bed. I woke up in the morning before everything started like flashing. I get the flashbacks of the nights and everything. And I was excited, man. I was excited. I never really used to like talent shows, but I was excited that I went to this one because.
When did Links come in?
Immediately after. But one thing that people do not know is that I knew of Links even before they signed me. Like for 2 years, I used to go to Links every time, run away from campus, go sit in the studio. Those days, Miss V used to record. I'll just go and sit there, admire her, admire the whole process, creating process, follow them to the club. They said they are going here. I didn't used to be called, I used to call Eduardo and Jamina. They used to call me my surname. They used to, and I used to go there every time. So when it happened, it became like that kid who had followed us, learned the process, now gone on a show, broken out of his shell, was finally ready for the industry. So that's where it happened.
Wow. This is a very interesting story, and I'm sure most of the things Kidi is sharing here today, he's sharing for the very first time. He has a lot more to share. We'll be right back after this break.
Nido Fortigrow contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ghana Bob, yet damwase. Corona yare ibaye. Abaya shishaye bebre. Ensi oto, ensi ofomo din. Hisense dwune mo honti. Ye niam ne bo no. Ya ye shishaye suru kukwa wa won dia mam. Nemo mesreo. Corona yare nti. Ye de Bible shishaye bebre agu akwam esame ne omi enu ye di nti. Nti se wo beto ade a wadaroma ye nya wotre. Ye nkoso a na ye ndi an Bible shishaye a aban ye agu akwam ama ye nyina na so. Never boy nyina. Madam Hisense ni. Kunim dada. Say Hisense dear. Everyday prices for everyday people.
GTP, timeless.
I remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month. Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad took the worry away easy.
Yas comfort, I got Yas confidence, I got Yas.
The new Yas Extra extra long sanitary pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow. Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got yes confidence. I got
yes.
We got yes protection. I got
yes extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winning who are there just to send me and Pimpino, your 25 gems if in Kitadia, your new Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, what bet to me about home by? Use Adonko hand sanitizer, debia, any bribia. Every say your 25 gems if in Yamansa is so. Adonko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free gems, bacteria, you need in home. Adonko hand sanitizer, sure or dog. Never home by
FD Ashrisha said Jadian Kratoimu Ajiatum say Underarms. You don't usually think about them. You protect them from sweat and odor, but that's not enough. What they need is something that takes care of them, so they feel good whatever you put them through. Introducing Dove Antiperspirant. It goes beyond 48-hour protection, giving you long-lasting dryness and soft, smooth underarms. Dove Antiperspirant cares for your underarm skin like never before.
To help fight the spread of germs, learn Lifebuoy's hand washing habits. Wash hands with soap or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Together, let's help fight the spread of germs in Africa.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Nido Fortigro contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Nido Fortigro contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Okay, so last week we came to Jolu. This week we are still in Jolu. And we are still at E Plaza. And I am at Studio Fix. Like I told you last week, Studio Fix, they're responsible for the beautiful nails you see me have every time I'm on TV. And today when I came, I said, I'm going to be my Studio Fix. So Sewa is the CEO of Studio Fix. Sewa, it's a saying. But when you say Studio Fix, they can't afford you say now. But you know what? Sewa has done my nails since the days of music.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So your family. It's my best surprise. Maybe I'm going to say maybe I'm in Sakeke, but maybe I'm about to say high sense near my mum brave. It's an Amabamoba. The nails we are my surprise. Mammy be so say wow, minim sa there from we started restoration on a year, but episode bear pan was shy can't come.
Oh, Nanama episode.
Hey, I said Nanama so yeah, and sour hunting my propaganda. Oh, we are saying Nanama. No, my baby so then we have our restoration.
Oh, program near nice. The way I will help him for unya time etie obi asem na unja wa so bua nipa no enu na ma yepe e wo restoration
Miss me fa kwan ya na miss ma da wase say so support na time bia ma unya ba me nsa ho ye 5 nti na ye ba ya amba ne kwa ye ba na sita high sense menda wase na ye fa we nipa
ni damase high sense na
surprise or surprise
high sense.
Hello Isaac, let them see who is here. Okay, so Nana my grandma but so be catch him say why the onua na ye me ni nua na mansa Intamuka ya say Nana ma say sia na say wa bo udi also episode na ya ne fa papa
no kwa
so this has been this week's episode of the High Science for Crazy Away moment, and we have
Nido Fortigro contains essential nutrients to help your child be body and mind ready for school.
I know he's ready because the love I give him grows with him.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Welcome back, and that is our winner for this week's Hisense Super Crazy giveaway moment. We're still here on our convo with Kiddy. Kiddy, we're back.
Yeah.
So you had a relationship with Lynx before the show, and after the show, it was just right.
It was like family.
It was the right thing to do.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do.
So starting to work professionally with them, how was that change? Because mostly when you are a friend, it's different. But when it becomes business, the relationship is something else.
It was, I won't lie, it was a very difficult beginning. This is something I never say, but the truth is, it was very difficult. It wasn't even about the business aspect. It was about me. I hadn't found myself. So it was hard for Lynx to, project who I was, because even me, I was struggling to figure out where I wanted to fit in, what I wanted to do. So for like the whole year, I was just, trying my hands on stuff, doing this, doing that. The real breakthrough came when I found myself, that,
How long did it take you?
It took me a year. And that year, it was one of the toughest years of my life because I was doing my national service at the same time.
The one you hated?
Yeah. It was really tough because Lynx had an image they wanted to portray. They wanted me to have my hair a certain way, dress a certain way, and then I go for my national service and my boss wants me to cut my hair down and wear shirts and tie. It was, the conflict. When I come to Lynx, they'll say, hey, when you're serious, people say, oh, blow, and I'll do this, I'll go and do how. And I'll go to the office, the boss say, you are not serious. Everybody was like, I wasn't serious because I was trying to find, it was tough. It was tough. That's why I realized, what? This is not something I wanted to do with my life. It wasn't. So I did what I was supposed to do at the end of it all. I prevailed, I did what I wanted to do.
But were you able to finish your national service?
Yeah, I did. I finished. I remember the last day of service. People do service so that they hope to be retained by the company.
Yeah.
When people do their service, they hope that, at the end of the 1 year, you actually stay. Because Ejuma Charlie, it's hard to get jobs. Everybody wishes, most people wish that after service, they'll be employed. So I remember the last day of service, they called all the service personnel to a room. And the boss came and he was giving a long speech about...
You were like, hey, midday and intern.
He was giving a long, those emotional speeches, it's the last day. Some of you will stay, some of you will have to go. And he was like, by the way, Mr. Jamina, somebody will know you don't want to be here, so you there. I was like, oh, thank you. It was an honor meeting all of you. Bye-bye. And then I left. I mean, it wasn't hard because the decision was made from the beginning. So yeah, I now focus strictly on the music. And it was tough doing a 9 to 5, and sometimes you are drained for the rest of the day. Then when you close, you have to go to studio. You can't even think and create properly. But I did what I had to do, and then when it was over, I focused on the music. Yeah.
How long did it take you to create your first hit?
It took me a little over a year. Yep, because like I said, I was still trying to figure out who I was. And during that time, that's when Rishi taught me how to produce. So I started learning production. I started working on myself as a person, psyching myself for the wilderness. I call the industry a wilderness. I started psyching myself for the pressures, the ups, the downs. It was just a whole year of preparation. So when the first hit happened, I was really ready to move.
And how did your mom feel?
It was like how do I even put it? When we had that last conversation with the whole family, they gave me a time. They gave me a time frame that, we've given you a year. Go and do the music. But after a year, if it doesn't work, sorry.
9 to 5.
You are going to do your master's, then PhD, then get a job. Yeah, my family is very book long. You have to book. So they tell me 1 year, if it doesn't work. So when I finished the meeting, I was like, Nananya, if this is what you really want me to do, it has to work. Do or die this year. Because if it doesn't, I have to hang the mic, and I'll always be that kid that could have been, oh, he had talent, but
that
what
almost
happened?
Doesn't count.
Yeah. So I told God, Charlie, in power, if this is real, unless it's not what you want me to do and it's all in my head, but if this is what you really want me to do, you need to show yourself strong. And boom, Say You Love Me happened. Odo followed. And that was...
When Say You Love Me came out, did your mom know that you were cooking something in the studio?
Yeah, she knew I was always going to the studio after work. So, I mean, she kept calling every day and she, Lala, mini yano, ona, ogbi lala, hit, aloje, hit. She's asking constantly. And she would try and tell, I remember the conversation we used to have vividly. She would say, ona, both style different. Cafe na kan basa biya na me feel, ona Banky W me, ona cool, R&B, Africa woman, ona. Yeah, I remember that conversation.
And then you've actually kept that style.
Yeah,
cool, by the swag, still repping Africa.
You understand? I was like, oh, that was good advice from my mom. So every time I went to the studio, I had that in mind. I used to like go and watch all the people like Two-Face, Dibia, Banky W, and even Nana Kwame, Kodrange. I used to watch what people loved about them, what people gravitated towards. I used to put all of those things in the music. And I remember the first day I recorded Say You Love Me. It was one of the happiest days of my life. Because prior to that, every song I'd recorded, Albert or Richie would come to the studio and hear us like, nah.
How many songs did they reject?
Oh, like 5.
Hey.
Yeah. And it was still, like, I mean, I didn't mind, because at that time I was experimenting. I was trying to find the sound. So I didn't mind keep going back to the studio, working hard. And I remember the day I played the bass line, dum, 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 and I sang Say. And Albert came to the studio, and then he didn't even hear the first. He just said dum, dum, then he had Say You Love Me. He said pause. This is it. And he called Richie.
We have it.
Now dream bifi. Like not dream bifi. Yes, that is it. So that was the beginning.
So at what time did your family get to hear the song? Was it from the video or just...
I sent it to them, I think, was it the day before release? I think when the video was ready, I played it for them. And then they were, some of us, we don't know what songs will be a hit. We just do good music and just leave it to the public to decide. But my family has like, oh, you're fine, you're cool, you're nice. And again, not be a cool,
Your family must be a very funky family.
Oh, my mom, like everybody, we're cool, we're super cool. And it's just sometimes we get serious because life is serious. So if you joke small, you need to be serious. Well, yeah.
Let me come to Sinner Soul. I like that laughter. What was that kiss about in the Sugar Daddy movie?
Oh, it's in the Sininja. It's in Camera Tricks.
Yeah, Camera Tricks.
It was nice.
Any
nice.
Intentions?
Oh. Say Sanya Connie Dende, John DeMello was all wire Yvonne Nelson in Manager, but I was all wire because he's kissed all of them. I mean, it's a movie, and one of the best things about movies is you have to watch it and believe. So we just succeeded at making everybody believe, you know. We did a good job. That's what everybody keeps asking. It means we did a really good job for everybody to feel like, hey, there's some more to that, you know. Oh, yeah. It was nice.
You're such a character.
It was nice. I mean, she's a beautiful lady, obviously, so it was nice. I mean, it was nice. I did enjoy it.
No, anytime you add that to it, it means there is more.
And you know, one thing that you don't know, you both saw it happen once. But on set, it happened so many times, you know. Action, cuts, no, different cut.
And not just watch it.
Oh, it's not me, the director. That one there, it's not nothing to do with me.
Nothing to do with you.
I was just playing my part, you know. But yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely sharing the set with her. She's an amazing person, amazing talent. And that was, I think, her second time acting. That was my first. And the chemistry on set, it was super.
Amazing.
It was super.
Sugar Daddy.
That's me.
Why won't it be amazing? Let's get a little more serious here. Both you and your record label mates were accused of pushing Miss V out of the label.
Pushing?
Yeah. Is it true?
I haven't heard that narrative. I haven't heard the pushing narrative. But I've heard different things. But I don't believe anybody pushed anybody out. I understand, I've heard her speak, I've heard her story, and I understand where she's coming from. I understand some of the things she faced, some of the things she went through, mental health and all of that. I think it's something we do not take seriously in Ghana. A lot of people, Africans, don't take mental health seriously. But it's a very serious thing. And people that suffer it, they suffer in silence, because whenever they speak of it, it looks like they're joking. It looks like they're not so crowd Ghana. What's in Ghana now? What's the way depressed? Then, like, people never take it seriously. But I could feel her pain. I could feel the things she was going through. So I understand that she was going through a few things here and there. And it takes a toll on you, on the work, on your personal relationships. It's serious, you know. So I don't believe we pushed anybody out. She was going through her things, and it got in the way of work, and she decided what she decided, so.
You seem to be a little abreast with the kind of situation she was going through.
Yeah, because
I'm
heard,
sure you saw it.
I mean, I saw signs then.
Did you try to help?
I saw signs then, but it never clicked until she spoke about it. You know when certain things are happening, but you never pay attention, and somebody comes to speak of it later, and like, then now you flash back and like,
then you connect the dots.
This is why. But at that time, it was never really. I thought it was, you know, women having a bad day, you know. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But have you tried to contact her after?
No. I mean, we've seen each other a few times. Even last night I saw her out. I went to say hello. When I see each other in town, we say hello to each other. But we no more talk like how we used to. Yeah. But we are cordial. There's no beef. There's no fight.
No, there can't be beef.
There can't. Yeah. She was like a sister to me. And it's sad to have seen her leave, because she was there before we came. We looked up to her. She gave me my first song. She gave me my first feature. So it was sad, but in life these things happen, and we have to find a way to, you know, move forward.
Well, what have been some of the most challenging moments within your career?
I would say, like earlier I said, the first year, that struggle of finding myself, you know, fitting, trying to find a sound, trying to better myself, be a better person, a better artist. That was a very challenging time for me. And generally, it's industry politics sometimes, and industry things that you hope or you wish that they'll be put in place, but we've had our predecessors, I shouldn't even say predecessors, but because they are still here, we've had people speak about it over and over. And we're in the industry and we're seeing them and there's nothing happening. And you're wondering, so what if one day my son decides that, Daddy, I want to do music? Is he also come and face the same things?
Challenge.
These are the challenging things we wish that I would make. Ideally, after Say You Love Me and Odo, I should be rich for life. Ideally, I should never have to go into a studio to make any music again. My mom should be flying to Bahamas whenever she wants to. My son should be able to take a trip to wherever he wants to go, to any school, ideally. From the royalties and the everything. But in Ghana, you're only as relevant as your last hit. So constantly, no matter what you go through, no matter how you're down, you need to get into the studio and make a hit. Because the moment you stop making hits, doesn't matter how much they've raised you. Doesn't matter when they say you're the sugar daddy. Hey, kid, hey. Let me stop making hits right now. All the love that I have. I mean, this has nothing to do with the fans. It's just how it is. That's how the system is. People will forget you real quick.
Because you'd always get another person with another style that they'll fall in love with.
The industry isn't set up to give reverence to people who have paid their dues, are legends. I remember before my family had the meeting, my sister-in-law had gone to a show at Plus 233, and she had seen a legend who had come to perform. And that's what even broke her. She came back when she used all that as pointers, like, Charlie, I went to Plus 233, I met this legend, somebody who had given us hits on hits on hits, and I saw his life, and it was nothing to speak about. And she was thinking, so is this what you're also going to do? Like, if you go into this career, is this 20, 30 years down the line, are you also going to be miserable like this? And these are concerns, these are genuine, valid concerns, you know? So I wish our systems would be put in place properly so we can make music and survive from our art, so that people that do not respect music as a job, as a full-time, a serious work, will now respect it. Because the same way a banker gets up in the morning, does a 9 to 5, an artist, I wake up, go into the studios. That's my office. That's why I make music. That's why I survive. That's why I bring products for brands to want to sign me, for people to want to work with me. So it's a serious job. It's not about coming to a stage to jump on stage and then being in music videos and looking flashy and driving what cars. And no, it's a job. The behind the scenes is so hectic. It's so hectic, so hectic. We work so hard, so we wish the systems will also complement our hard work, you know.
Have you ever received any royalty from Gumroad?
Never. Not even 20 pesos. Never. I've never seen, I don't even know how much I've made in royalties. I never know.
Have you contacted them?
I've registered, I'm part of Gumroad, but it's one of those things that you end up going to contact somebody. I know how these things are. I'm in person. I don't have to go contact somebody, and then I've heard conversations being had on radio, random conversations, and some of the things that have been said by different people. I never want to be put up in the same bracket.
Same, yeah.
Like, oh, artists radio be chasing royalty, comedy, Onishe, instead of chasing royalty. Meanwhile, it's something I'm entitled to.
It's your right.
So what I'll do is I'll just keep working hard, keep making songs that go beyond the borders of Ghana. Because to really be successful, you don't have to just think local. You just have to think of your neighbors, global. Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, US, UK, China. I mean, one of my biggest goals in life is to be a hit artist in China or Asia, because there are billions over there.
Yeah.
If I get one big song in Asia, maybe then I can retire, and me and my mom and Zane will take a long overdue trip. You know.
To the Bahamas. But let me ask you this. Did you really say your label mates, Kwame Eugene, does not know how to talk?
Oh, yeah, I said that. Oh, I'm not. If you see that video, it was all in a spirit of brotherliness. Okay. So it wasn't like, I've seen how it has been reported.
And captioned.
I've seen so many guys. It's funny when I say I laugh. It's like, Kiddy slams Kwame Eugene that, hey, Kiddy slamming. It was all said in a spirit of, I was like, yeah, of course, I know that he knows that he even speaks to me anyhow, so I know. And as a brother, you see, it's all, you know. And I said that, I also said that we didn't report that. I also said that's something I like about him. We are different. So when I see people saying, Kwame, you need to learn from Kiddy on how to speak, I do not agree, because that is what makes him him. Mm-hmm. And you can't compare us. When something is A, he says A. When something is B, I'll say, oh, A, but moving a crana, no, but
you are diplomatic.
Yeah, but he is B. And I like that about him, because sometimes I wish I was like that. So I could tell people that they were white, they're black. No, that is what makes him makes him special. So.
Do you remember the song you sang the very first day your mom came to church?
Yeah, I sang 2 songs. I sang Lean on Me, and then Florence Obini's Oshodimifi. Yeah, I remember.
Can you sing it? Can you sing one for us?
Which one I remember the lyrics? Oshodimifi, Ebesa koichio, na sasi sa ewedie, eye akwento. Oshodimifi. Then the car was like, I love that song. That song was very deep.
Wow.
And up to now, it still is evergreen. Like, all these things we are fighting for in this life, we leave it. And our chains, and our cars, and our way, and I'm the best, and I'm the king, and I'm the way.
When are you getting married?
Oh, more Jeremy, and I'm going to charge you. I'm still a baby boy. Don't let the fact that I have a kid deceive you. I'm still very, very young. I mean, it's something I want to one day get settled, have a family. But now, I'm not ready. When the right person,
on work.
Yeah, when the right person comes, God will
it's just because the right person has not come.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can say.
And even if the right person comes and the time is not ready, I'll cry. It was me bobra. I was saying wedding near grand, so I was saying bobra.
Yeah, ben way.
Sure, you be skies, baby Biana. Hey, nobody has ever married in the air before to be the first. It has to be grand.
Wow.
Grand. Angels from heaven will minister.
Yeah. Bruh. Yeah. But yesterday what? So it's time for our Hisense giveaway moment. So kindly pick a card.
Hey, you're giving away. Okay. Should I read it? Thank you for coming. You take home an Amcon electric steamer.
Okay.
Electric steamer. Pan. I won't get pan. Oh, thank you.
All right. So this is yours.
I've been needing pans to cook, so thank you so much. Yeah. The pan will feel 9 years. Bachelor for this.
Oh, right. Yes. To wine and one.
Oh, yeah, I cook myself.
Hey. Okay. See, secondly, from Frame Masters, we have something beautiful for you.
Frame Masters?
Yeah, that's him. That's Michael.
Hey,
brah.
Mami should be here.
But Mami Shoki finest, no kakrawai. Oh, this is really beautiful.
Hey, why in here, Mia?
Fanboy. Fanboy.
Oh, nice.
So
thank you very much.
From Frame Masters.
Oh, thank you.
It's really beautiful.
It's nice. It's nice. I remember this. I remember where I was going. I was on my way to Kumasi for the Christmas, for Kwame Eugene show.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, yeah.
I'm a real share to the moon.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Thank you very much. I love it.
Oh, I equally love it.
Sorry.
It's been amazing. Thank you so much. You've really given us a very good interview. And I like to say God bless you and may your path be blessed.
Amen.
And in the coming years, you would continue to be at the top.
Amen.
And I cannot wait for that sky wedding.
Amen.
I'll be first on the guest list. Well, it has been another exciting edition of Restoration with Stacey, and I'm sure most of you are going like, hey, Kiddy. Or say, or no crana, you still have a lot of waiting to do. But I have to say a very big thank you to our sponsors, Hisense, Yas Washing Powder and Yas Sanitary Pad, GTP, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Jim Ray Estates, and of course, Adonko Original Hand Sanitizer. So if you want to get out with a family, make sure that La Palm Royal Beach Hotel is your ultimate place to come every weekend. Come to our Ghanaian village and we will serve you some authentic African food. Na Ghana aduane so de ebunu nyina wo. But always remember that no matter what the obstacle is, there is always a brighter light ahead of you. So keep pushing, keep moving, and success will definitely come your way. Always do remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the end of the tunnel. I see a bright light shining through. And it's just for you.